Good afternoon. The purpose of my speech is to make the audience fully aware of the purpose and capabilities of the new Department of the Air Force civilian police program on Nellis Air Force Base. It seems as if most people that work on or live near Nellis Air Force Base are confused about the base transition from contract guards to DAF civilian police. There are tons of rumors swirling around that have broadcasted mad confusion about the entire process when really the explanation of it is pretty quite simple. I'm sure we can all recall the permanent changes that 9/11 brought about to our military. For the security forces career field, two of the main things were one, deployments, the amount of deployments and time spent on deployments skyrocketed through the roof, and two, the inception of a workforce. Their primary purpose is to ease the strain of our home station brothers while the others were deployed. But up until this point, it seemed that every base had different contracts. This base had SecTech, this base had Southeast Protection, this base had TWNC, but now Headquarters Air Force is sticking their arms around the entire process and bringing it in under one umbrella, and that is Department of the Air Force, or DAF, Civilian Police Program. My name is Kelvin Speech. I'm here to inform you why Headquarters Air Force switched from contract guards to Department of Air Force Civilian Police, the difference between the two entities, and inform the audience on how to apply. I'll give you one guess as to why, one of the main reasons why we switched from contract guards to civilian police. It's money. In these times of unemployment and constant budget cuts, the Air Force finds itself in the same predicament as most people in corporate America, doing whatever it can to save money and trim the fat and use money for other things. The baseline salary for contract guards across the Air Force has been 50 grand. Now civilian police, the DAF civilian police will start at around 30 grand. So with Nellis alone, if we were to hire 100 people, that would save the Air Force $2 million. Now, if you put that on the grand scheme of things, and if every base made these exact cuts, that's a lot of money that can be used for other things. And believe it or not, the salary is not the biggest difference between the two entities. Not only are they cutting the contract guards' pay, but they're also asking them to do a lot more and be a lot more versatile. One of the biggest differences is the contract guards, all they had to do was fit in the uniform and they were good to go, because all you were doing was checking IDs and writing visitor passes. Now you have to pass a new physical agility test where you do a 1.5 mile run, you do wind sprints, you do a vertical leap, you have to run through a serpentine. So now they're asking you to be more physically fit and more capable to take on my next point, which is the versatility of the job. You're not just checking IDs anymore. You're working patrol, you're working in a control center, and you're doing things that are a lot more physically demanding for this job. So it's a great resume builder if your ultimate goal is for a larger scale police department, or to go on to different things, FBI, things of that nature, because you'll be apprehending people, you'll be doing everything law enforcement wise just on a military installation. How do you apply for these jobs, you may ask? There's a lot of confusion about this. Every day someone pulls me to the side, I get a text or an email, somebody asking me how they can get hired for this job. Well, you have to go to usajobs.gov, type in the area code or Nellis Air Force Base, and the job is under police officer. You'll submit your resume, you'll do a questionnaire. Hopefully you answer those questions accordingly. That stuff is submitted to the Office of Personnel Management, where they look at everybody's resume and they'll send the hiring official a list of the most qualified people. So if you're not qualified, you won't even make it to the hiring official. So you can be the commander's daughter. But if the Office of Personnel Management say that, okay, your resume was filled out wrong, or your questionnaire wasn't filled out correctly, then there's no way the commander can even hire you. I inform you of the reason for the U.S. Air Force switch from contract guards to DAF police. I've also informed you of the difference between the two and how to apply for the position. Thank you for your time.